Very good afternoon to one and all. Ellarigu namaskara. Deviyor, Sajjano, Bayor, Behano, boys and girls, and my friends. I welcome you all. And also I welcome myself. Because this is my first-hand experience. This is my first TEDx talk. And generally, whatever we experience for the first time, we don't forget them. They remain special in our life. Like I still remember my first job, my first salary, and what I did with my first salary, and my first love, my first kiss, first bike, first car. I don't know about first night because I'm not married yet, but all these things I still remember. They're so fresh in my head. So just like that, this is my first TEDx talk, and this will remain super special in my life. And I have already planned to narrate about this particular day to those people who don't even exist. I'm talking about my future kids. I will tell them, once upon a time in 2023, December 2nd in SJCC College, I was standing on this great stage and I spoke about you guys. I'm going to narrate this to them. And when I say I will narrate this to them, I will tell you my today's topic, the power of narration. Hello everyone, this is Guruprasad and I work in a radio industry. My radio station is called Radio Mirchi. And a decade of experience have taught me one thing. If communication is the key, a good communication will be like a master key. With the key, maybe you can just open a door, but with master key, you can open many, many different doors, If you are good with it, if you know how to communicate, if you know how to express what you want to express, if you are a good narrator, your relationship, let it be business, school, colleges, even a street fight, gossiping, arguments, you can win. There are more chances, high chances of you landing on a winning side if you are a good narrator. Right? And when I say narration, we need stories to narrate, right? And we are the living human beings. And we have our stories. Life is a story, right? When somebody asks you, what happened? How do you start answering to that question? Don't ask me, man, it's a big story. You're saying it's a story. And if you're a good narrator, you can bring a change in somebody's life. For example, we all have stories behind our names, right? My name is Guruprasad and I have a story behind it. And I love tattoos and I have 10 tattoos on me and I have 10 different stories behind those tattoos. So let me narrate you a story why my name is Guruprasad. Okay? My mom and dad, very simple people, and they had a small dreams like, let's have a small family. Navibbaru, namagibbaru. Aarti gobba, Kirti goblu anta heli. So they wanted to have just 2 kids. Appa, Amma, 2 kids. Chikka samsara, chokka samsara. So they had a first baby, that's my elder sister. And they're like, plan is like everything's going according to our plan. Let's make one more baby and we are sorted. And we'll stop manufacturing kids. So I told you, life is all about surprises. Life is a story. And we love the story when you have some suspense in it. You have some turns and twists in it, right? So they were thinking everything is going according to their plan. And they tried and the surprise entered. I want to show you the surprise to you. That's my father, that's my mother, and that's my elder sister. And the next 2 beautiful girls, they are the surprise they had. Big surprise. And they were like, oh my God. Entire calculation gone. Lekkachara tale kelagagbiಡ್ತು. And what was the lekkachara? Navibru namagibru. Iga navibru namag mooru. And that too 2 beautiful girls. And they wanted a baby boy. Aartigenu sikbitlu, Kirtige ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇವಾಗ ಅಂತ. So they also believed in few strong lines. When I say strong lines like never give up, try again, marali yatnava madu. And they tried. And this time they wanted to take some other help, external help. Don't take me wrong, let me complete. They took an external help, God. Now you're fine. Oh, God, okay. They went to Mantralaya and they went to Guru Raghavendra and they did seves, they did puja. And ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಕೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತರು, then ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಹೆತ್ತರು. And they were like so happy. Out of that happiness, human being, we do that out of happiness. They gave all the credit to God. They forgot their own efforts to make me. But they gave the credits to him and they gave the name. Because Guru Raghavendra Prasada ivanu, let's call him Guru Prasad. And my father, for a very long time, he thought, I'm God's son, I'm a Pavada Purusha. Anything this kid will do, it will be like wonders. But that went down when he saw my marks card. When he saw my marks, he's like, no, he's not a Pavada Purusha, he's my son, he's not God's son. But my sisters, like I have three beautiful sisters, like one elder sister, Vijay Lakshmi and Sridevi Bhudevi, they always got some amazing marks, Aita. And yav ranging marks barta hittu andre, the local news people, like newspaper people, used to print their photos, the toppers of the school, Shivanand Babu's daughters and all. My photo never appeared, okay? And my mom asked one wrong question. I think that's the only mistake she did in her life. And that mistake is like she asked right in front of my father, when will I get to see my son's photo in the paper? And I was like, oh my God. And my father, like, he's my father, like his sense of humor is like top notch. Yes, we will see his photo someday, maybe Kane Agidane missing section. And for that, I have to select a photo, spend my money, get it done on a paper, then you get to see it. I liked that joke though, but it was a dark joke. So he always had one issue, like why I'm getting less marks. So every time and by the way, that's how I got my name. Like that's a story behind my name. So when I narrated it, I saw so many people smiling. I'm pretty sure like you thought about what is the story behind my name. If you don't know, you will go check with your mom and dad. Maybe you are carrying your grandfather's name, grandmother's name. I just hope they have not given you their ex's name. I hope, okay? So there is a story behind it. So now I'm coming to a point where I want to talk about a tattoo, a super special tattoo. So my father was not happy with the marks and all. So every time I went to him to get his sign on the marks card, I used to get a sign on me first, then a marks card mele sign marta idru namappa. I was very because of that I started hating studying, I started hating school, I started hating exams. Because of that end result, I know what is going to happen. He used to compare my marks with my sister's marks and all. Like Bhumi Akashada Vetyasa irta ittu. So one day I went to my mom with my marks card, I asked her like, why can't you sign? Anyhow, any one parent signing on this is like enough. Why can't you sign? And she said like, I'm sorry. For the first time, my mom said no to me. Because she said, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to read. I can't sign on it. She felt bad. I felt bad for two things. Like my mom can't read and write. And this is never ending. Because my father believed Dandam Dashagunam. He always wanted to like hit and then bring you on track types. That never worked though. But one day what happened, I went to my father to get his sign. And my mom entered in between me and my mom. Between me and my father. Like a special entry, wild card entry. She came and she said, she had her line ready. From now on, I will sign on my son's marks card. I was surprised. Her own husband was surprised. Like, how? She said, she learned how to read and write for me. A change took place in her. And from that particular day, she started signing on my marks card. Everything changed. Not my marks though. They remained the same. Very consistent I was. But everything changed in my life. Something changed in her life when she, signed on my marks card. So I decided that is something very important to me. I got that as a tattoo. So let me show you. That's my father, me, and my mom. And that lady got this, learned how to sign. That's the sign. So I got that done on my body because that is very, very special to me. When I narrated this story, maybe you thought about your bad marks or good marks. Maybe you thought about like how your father was with you, what your mother did for you. So this is the actual power of narration. When you narrate it properly, it has the power of moving a person, It can make you laugh, I can motivate you, or anybody who is good with this. They can, move you from physically, mentally, emotionally. They can play around and bring a change in your life. And when I say change in your life, it always not positive, okay? It can affect you negatively, I'll tell you. The best example I can give you is like lying and gossiping are the two best examples I can give you to tell you the power of narration. It's a negative example, but the best examples. Because when you're telling the truth, you don't need to talk much about it. Like Bharatakke Swatantra Bandhidu 1947. You can't lie about it. You can't gossip about it, right? But when you want to lie, you're talking about something never, it doesn't exist anywhere. You're cooking something up. So you need powerful narration power. Like you need to make a person believe. For example, I'll tell you one small joke about gossiping. Two aunties are talking about Sharmaji's daughter, okay? And one auntie is very concerned. And she's talking to the other auntie and she's like, did you see Sharmaji's daughter? Every single day some new guy is dropping her home. Where are we heading? What is happening to our country? I'm worried about my feet. That auntie is worried. about her future, and she's raising a big question where this country is heading, because one girl is coming and somebody is dropping her every day, some new guy. But that poor auntie doesn't know she's taking Rapido there. When Rapido guy is dropping you, how can the same guy come there? It's not a movie, like it's a real life. Some other guy will come, other bike, maybe lean, good looking. Without knowing that, she's gossiping there. And she's worried about where are we heading? Where are we heading? So, this is the power of narration. If the another auntie who is listening to her, if she believes her narration, a character is building in her head about Sharmaji's daughter. She's a very decent girl. But what you hear about a person, if the person who is talking about you or about me, if they are very powerful with their narration, you can change somebody's image in your head. You know, we can characterize about a person. That is not real at all. But if you are strong with your narration, you can lie and people will believe it. We all believe whoever speaks good, right? So this is the actual power of narration. And I work in a radio industry, and also I'm a small-scale social media influencer. I go behind autos and cabs just to see what they have written over there. And I believe they are the strongest storytellers or like narrators. They have that power. Just by putting 2 lines behind their vehicle, they change your perspective. That is the power of narration. I'll give you 2 examples. Like one of my favorite is like, ತಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನವಿಲ್ಲದಷ್ಟು ಬಡವನಾಗಬೇಡ, ತಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನವನ್ನು ಬಿಡುವಷ್ಟು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತನಾಗಬೇಡ. Don't be that poor where you don't have food on your plate. At the same time, don't be that rich where you leave food on your plate, like nothing matters to me types. That, changed me. I generally hate Bangalore traffic, but that day I was thanking Bangalore traffic because of that traffic, he was right in front of me and I was right behind him. We both were not moving, but I moved inside. I was like, wow. From that single day, I started respecting food. Even though I knew from before that wasting food is not the right thing to do, but those 2 lines, the way he put it out, I was like, my goodness. And one more example, he says, ಮಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಮೇಲಾಸೆ, ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಮೇಲಾಸೆ ಅಂತ. Like, we all want to have bigger land, bigger sites and all, but the land is waiting for us and it will win one day. Who will win in the end? We wanting for the land or the land wanting us? Land will definitely swallow us completely. Nothing left. So those lines made me think like, yeah man, what are we fighting for? Otherwise even I was thinking 3-bedroom, okay, I should have this. 2 sites in Bangalore, I'm sorted. I'm not sorted. The land will do something, then I'm sorted properly, like buried. So that is the power of narration which makes you think. So what I want to tell you all is, be a good narrator. You all have your own stories to tell. Be a good narrator, because a power of narration is, it can bring a major change in anything. In anything. So that change took place in my mother. That day she signed. Till then she was just my mother, but the day she signed, she became my role model. Something changed in my life. Something changed in her life. Something changed in Sharmaji's daughter's life. That auntie believed, oh, somebody is dropping her. Even the other auntie is also peeping just to see the other guy's face. Something is, something always changes. So if you are good at it, imagine your relationship, your business, you and your kids' relationship, wife or girlfriend, you and your teachers. Even when you're bargaining on road, if you are a good narrator, you will always land on a winning side. This is the power of narration, which will always bring a change. Try to have a change, positive change, because I strongly believe if nothing changes, nothing changes. Thanks a lot for having me here, guys. And this is what I want to tell you. Be a good narrator, have a beautiful life story, and ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, but I want to tell, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you.